Hello and welcome to this week's Ignite Your Influence on Social session. My name is Gina Tassinelli, and if you are brand new to this space, whether here on FB or over on LinkedIn, I want to personally say hello to you and welcome. Let me know that you're new. Just drop hashtag new down below. If we haven't met before, I am the CEO and founder of Hype Media, stylishly branded and Style Rebel Mama. And we work with established coaches, consultants, experts, thought leaders to help you ignite your influence on social media so that you can connect with your audience in a way that actually feels good and that moves them to a place to say yes to your offers. So if you feel like, you've had your expertise now for years, right? Just like myself, I come from an advertising and marketing background in corporate America. I was there for almost 10 years. And when I resigned, and I didn't have to start, but when I decided to take that leap of faith and resign and start my own thing, which started with Hype Media and Style Rebel Mama, I came to the online space really clueless. And the interesting thing is that I wasn't clueless in how to do this for others, but I was clueless in how to do it for myself as a solopreneur at the time, as an entrepreneur. And so recently I have been in a lot of conversations with business women that are trying to have that same success that they've had offline for years. So raise your hand if this is you. I'd love for you to tell me, have you had lots of offline success in your business or maybe in corporate America for years, but moving that same success or having that same success to happen using the online space has been a challenge. And so for me, it was as well in the very beginning, my first few years. I was very dependent on, and I still do lots of work with referrals, right? And luckily, I did have a list that came with me from my corporate job. However, when it came to marketing myself and really showing up as the brand in my business, it was really difficult for me, especially myself. I was very private. All of my accounts were very private. If we didn't personally know each other, I would not accept your friend requests. Like we would have to have known each other in person. Okay. So I have been there. Now I can tell you that when I started doing this one thing, that's when my business completely transformed. Now, it didn't happen overnight. It took practice and it took also understanding three things to make this happen. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. All right. So here's the thing. I want to show you how to truly ignite that same success that you've had offline online. And this is done by really doing a lot of shifts, a lot of mindset shifts, embracing your identity a little differently, much bolder and stronger, and really being vulnerable. But when you do this in the online space, you turn a revenue driven live stream strategy into an anchored piece of content that you do every single week. And I'm telling you this as somebody who has now done over 800 live streams that I've done in my career so far. 800. So I do between 1 to 2, sometimes more, every single week. And I am not adding extra hours to my life. Believe me, I have a lot going on. The last thing I want to do is stare at the camera like I'm doing right now at my face and not be having conversations with other people. But it is powerful, it is strong, and it can really do an incredible thing to your business. So if you're struggling, you want to keep listening in, okay? All right, so here's the thing. In order to have this same offline authority online, there are a few things that must happen in order to unlock that same potential that you've had offline over in the online space. And the first thing, so I'm going to share with you 3 specific things. Now we can dive way deeper into this, and this is actually what we are going to be going through inside of my behind the scenes series that's happening inside of my free community. But for purposes of today, we're going to stick to 3 really specific tips that you can do to unlock that same offline potential online. The first thing, and this might seem like, Gina, duh, right? I know this. But I see people jumping online and hitting that go live button and just rambling on many times without any purpose or goal. So that's number one, is you really want to define your purpose and your goal every time you show up on video. It's not just about, I mean, it may be for you. Maybe you just want attention, right? So I'm not about that. I've got way too many things to do throughout the day, clients to serve at a higher level, family, things like that to take care of, than to just want more followers and more attention. So if you are really wanting to use the online space to build your authority and have that same offline success online, then every time you go live or you record a video or even you post any sort of content, just a caption, you must define what is your purpose for that caption or video and what is the goal. Okay. So this is crucial to have that clarity. So you want to know, like, what is it that I want to achieve with this live stream? Whether it's increasing your brand visibility, maybe it's generating more leads, which is what I'm about, right? I believe marketing is about generating leads and then moving those leads to drive sales, and or establishing yourself as an industry authority. And when you do this, you want to align your content messaging and your calls to action with those goals. So I'm going to give you a little inside scoop right now. At the beginning of this, I shared that to get the behind the scenes series exclusivity as to exactly how I've done this in my business, click on the link above this video to get in my free community, which is where it's all going to happen, right? So that's my call to action. And so my goal for today's video is to move you over into that community so I can share with you more of behind the scenes, right? So I know my purpose. And the only way that I can have this purpose too is to make sure that my content is aligning with that. Okay, so does that make sense? So that's number one, is define your purpose and your goals. Number two is you want to make sure that you are engaging and interacting with your audience. Okay, so like I said, if you're new to my space, I want to hear from you. Let me know, hey, I'm new to you, right? Also, I want to know, what do you do for a living? Who do you serve? What are your offers about? And feel free to drop your link down below too, because I love checking out people's business. So say hi to your audience when they're coming in. Share and leverage the time with them to share an opportunity with them. Encourage them to ask questions, to leave comments. And this also creates a banter, a back and forth banter, which then creates and starts to really build relationships with your audience and your viewers so that you can really build that know, like, trust, and buy factor. And that's what marketing is about. It's about building that know, like, trust, and buy factor. It's not about selling people. So I'm not trying to sell you anything right now, right? I want to connect with you and get to know you. I don't even know if you're the right fit for me and if I'm the right fit for you. Right? So that's what we want to do, is we want to engage and interact. And then number three is we want to deliver value and our expertise. And with live stream especially, you can do this really quickly. So if you're looking for a way to really fast track your online authority, use video. Now, I'm going to tell you, it takes courage and it takes stepping out of your comfort zone. I've shared this many times that when I started live video specifically, I used to like sweat under my arms. Now you don't see those wet marks, but I used to. I really did. And it took, a lot of practice and getting used to it. So 800 plus videos later, it's much easier, right? And again, this did not happen overnight, but I can share with you the things that didn't work so that you don't make those same mistakes. And I help you shorten the gap in fast tracking the same results that I've had. So with that comes delivering your value and your expertise. And so to truly ignite your online authority through live streams, you want to focus on what is the value in my content? And then how can I simultaneously showcase my expertise? You're going to do this by providing insights, tips, strategies, like I'm doing right now, right? I'm sharing with you my live stream strategy Just a little tidbit. You also want to demonstrate your knowledge and authority by making sure that you are addressing what your ideal clients feel that they need. Like, what is it that they want? What is it that they are thinking about? And then how can you help them solve that problem? Not so much, what do you think that they need, right? I know that it's a struggle for women just like myself that have been really successful offline to break the online code. And the thing is that we're trying all these different strategies, but we're forgetting to demonstrate that we ourselves need to show up. And so I love using video for this because it is the fastest way to get somebody to know, like, trust, and buy from you. You get to hear my voice, my personality, my quirks. And you know what? If you don't like it, you can leave, right? So you're just not my person, and I'm not your person. It's all good. But video is the quickest way to show that. So the more value that you can provide to your audience, the more that they are going to see you as a trusted source of information, as their go-to solution and the person that they're going to rely on through your expertise. Okay, so I hope that that helps. I'm going to do a really quick recap. So there's 3 specific tips that you can start doing right now to unlock your offline potential online with revenue driven live streams to increase your online authority. So, number 1 is make sure that you are very clear with defining your purpose and your goals each time you go live or you do a video or you post something. Number 2 is make sure to engage and interact with your audience. And number 3 is deliver value and expertise. So, provide insights, tips, strategies that address what they're thinking about, not what you think they need. Okay? You can get to what you think they need later on when they become your client. But you want to address what they are really wanting. All right? Have a fabulous day and remember to stay social. Bye guys.